Welcome, crypto fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. In today's show, I'll be sharing the latest Bitcoin technical analysis. Obviously, we're correcting, retesting 53,000, not far from the $49,000 local low we experienced a couple of weeks back. We'll also be discussing breaking news. The Rumble CEO shared the following. Last night, I had the honor of meeting the president of El Salvador, Nayib Bukele, to talk Rumble and Rumble Cloud. Such a beautiful country. I plan on coming back. And Max shares great meeting with Chris of Rumble. The president outlined the plan to create the Switzerland of free speech, a safe haven of free speech in El Salvador, putting El Salvador ahead of the U.S. and the First Amendment, making El Salvador the free speech capital of the world. We'll also be discussing Pavel, the Telegram CEO, finally breaks his silence for the first time since his arrest. I'll be sharing what he had to share, as well as advocates call for crypto to be discussed at the U.S. presidential debate. Well, of course, we know a debate is coming up between Trump and Harris. And speaking of that, Trump vows to make the United States world capital of crypto and taps Musk for a new task force. We'll also be discussing breaking news. Japan's major banks back the new stablecoin project for global trade, as well as U.S. companies forecast to buy $10.3 billion worth of Bitcoin over the next 18 months, according to this report. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more, in today's show. Welcome, crypto fan. What it do? Welcome, everyone, to the stream. Let me pull up the chat. I guess I didn't prepare it properly. Give me 1 second to do so as I play our theme music.
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here. JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating. I waited all day, maybe I need a life, but Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV.
Welcome, crypto fam, to the podcast. I'm going to be streaming for the next couple of hours, and it's beautiful to be back at the 4 p.m. slot after 12 p.m. all week. So welcome, everyone, to the stream. I'm streaming live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. I'm going to be streaming for the next couple of hours. If you guys can repost this, spread the word. It's greatly appreciated. Bitcoin correcting down $2,600 on the day. As you can see on your screen, today we'll be doing our live technical analysis. We'll be looking at the charts. How low is the Bitcoin price action likely to take us before we bounce back? All that plus so much more. Shout out to everyone reposting the stream already. Our one and only JC Ice. Greatly appreciate it. She put, we're live. Come on and see the best crypto pod ever. You hear that? It's going up forever, according to the Oracle. LT says we live with JV, the best crypto alpha. Much appreciated, brother. Just reposted you both. And anyone who reposts the stream during the live stream, whether it's a quote or it's a comment, you will get reposted during the stream. And I just pinned it to the top of the profile on my X account, making it easy peasy for you guys to find it. So you'll notice as soon as you go to my profile now, it's pinned at the very top. And if you guys can repost it with a quote or a comment, like I said, I'll repost it. Shout out to everyone out here. Shout out Chandy, 10 Music. We've missed you. You're gone like 2 days, but it feels like 2 years. We always play your music, always appreciate you. And of course, that theme song was created by Chandy 10 Music, as well as the majority of the music we play on the stream. Make sure to subscribe to her if you're not already. Chandy 10 Music over on the YouTube. Shout out Digital Dankness. Shout out Muhammad. Shout out Judson. Shout out DNA Noonan. Shout out Alan Haley. What's up, brothers? Good to see you guys. Shout out Grant Noakes, the one and only. Shout out Digital Dankness, my homie. I've added a few photos to the Discord. If y'all want to vote on the image to be the best for the book, I'd appreciate it. Make sure to join our Discord, discord.cryptonewsalerts.net. Dankness just crafted a book. I know I haven't read it yet, but I finally downloaded it. I just haven't read it yet. And definitely looking forward to the photos and all that good stuff. Great buy the time before the dip. Yeah, that's right. Always a great buy the dip opportunity, especially sub 60, especially sub 54. Count your blessings, por favor. Shout out Thomas Diggs, the best crypto show. Thank you, crypto bro. Appreciate that. The likes go a long way, so thank you. Pam Powers, appreciate you. Afternoon Delight, much respect. Appreciate your support. Shout out Willie and the rest of the fam as well. Much appreciated. So what's popping? What's good? How low will we go this weekend? That's going to be one of our topic discussion today here. Are we going to retest 49, potentially go to 45? Or are we going to hold strong with 50? Let me know your thoughts. Best crypto show. Thank you, Trail Diggs. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out Diana Jones. Not selling. I work too hard. I'm stacking the sats. That's what's up, Diana. I mean, anything sub 60 G's is a buying opportunity. Hence the song.
Bitcoin, 60 G's, 60 G's. Buying opportunity for fifth level 60 G's. What do you think, JV? By the biddy, who cares about a roaring kitty?
Boring kitty.
Me,
I'm for the bitty. I'm for the nippinator. I'm for Nipsey. Welcome, everyone joining us. Yeah, it's an orange pill story. Have 5 books plotted out already. I think you sent me the first 2. And they were long. I didn't know if it was going to be like an 8-page ebook, but no, it's actually got some real substance to it. So looking forward to it, brother. Chandy, so sweet like candy. I've been asking about you. It's true. And Dirty said, correct me if I'm wrong, Dirty, but it may have been yesterday's stream or the day before. Chandy wasn't here. And you said, hands down, Jamie Tapeworm is her best song. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's what I heard you say. Does anyone else agree with Dirty that Jamie Tapeworm is her best song / video yet? Let me know. It's definitely one of the best in my opinion, but there's so many others to compare it to. It's hard to decide. Bitcoin Strawberry Moon is so great. Jamie Tapeworm, Bitcoin Kids, Bitcoin Astrology. I mean, the El Salvador Revolution Jam. We got so many classics already. It's hard to decide. Do the non-believers? Whatever to the non-believers. Let the non-believers be non-believers. We're here to uplift the believers. Not trying to force a horse to drink the water. We can only lead the horse to the water. It's up to you guys to take the sip of the biddy and stack the sat show. Welcome, Short Coin. Welcome, Girly. Shout out Marky Mark, Wardlaw. I hope it dips more and I could get more biddies. Precisely. It's the most catching. Right on. I said Chemical Imbalance is my favorite. Then, my apologies. I don't know. Someone said specifically Jamie Tapeworm. That's why I said to verify. So that was someone else, and I mixed you up with someone else. My apologies. So correct. I stand corrected. Chemical Imbalance is Dirty's favorite jam, and you can find that on Chandy 10 Music. And then Bitcoin Kids, then Strawberry Moon. So Jamie is not even your favorite. My apologies. Remember, JB, that we were wishing for 50,000. That's right. The Oracle just reminded me on my birthday, February 11th, I was just wishing for a $50,000 Bitcoin. Lo and behold, February 12th, the following morning, we hit 50 G's. So we're still above the birthday target. Let's not forget. It's like there's categories. Jamie Tapeworm is my favorite for me in a category. Strawberry Moon's a favorite in another, and Chemical Imbalance is another. Good point. A lot of different genres. But theme song music, love that for that category. Right on. You got so many classics. I've already 40 plus videos on the channel, so it's hard to choose. I think Data Biter was Jamie Tapeworm. I think you're right. It may have been Data. And Jen said Chemical Imbalance, K-Surge, just Strawberry Full Moon. I love the variety. We get the variety pack, the Chandy and JV variety pack. You get your favorite music.
Not for the weed, I go cat, kitty, cat.
Shout out Silver Spike. I appreciate the repost. Just reposted you. Again, anyone who reposts the live stream, you'll find it pinned at the top of my X profile with a quote or a comment. You're going to get reposted, making it a no-brainer for you to do so. And all you got to do is like click a button. It's very easy. And then I'll shout you out, and I'll also follow you if I'm not already following you on X. Shout out Clevelander. He reposted and put hodl. Appreciate that, brother. Shout out Digital Dankness. He wrote the best spot to get your Bitcoin news. Just reposted your brother. Appreciate it. And again, Thomas, Pam, Willie, the rest of y'all, thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, we got a lot to share today. I lost 2,000 subscribers since the Kamala block. I know, I saw. You actually had 91,500 subs. That was the max I seen. And then I noticed it was 91.4, then 91.3, and now it's 91.2. So you lost roughly 3,000 subs since you dropped the Kamala video. Go figure. So unfortunately, they shadow banned her. But we got to keep producing content, and we'll get through the shadow ban. I've been shadow banned so many times, it's irrelevant. But it sucks. But welcome to censorship. You know what I mean? Chandy is hitting epic jams for everyone. Facts. Hitting all the genres. A law candle to 150 to 370 has been manifested, guaranteed, says Muhammad. Appreciate you, brother. What happened? What's good, RL? We're going to be discussing that. I'm 92.2 today. Good. So you bounced back a little. I think I saw 92.1 earlier. So you might have been tinkering. It has changed a ton since I've sent. Oh, has it? Well, send me the updated version because I downloaded what you sent me. I just didn't get to read it yet. I got a little intimidated. YouTube increased censorship. Oh, yeah. Especially during presidential election season. Trump sentencing delayed until after the election. For real? November 26th, eh? I'm going back to work on the race car, but listening in full send. Thank you, Dirty. Hodl, don't sell. Go to make the new money. Start driving the Uber, but don't sell. It'll pay off. But anyways, fam, welcome everyone to the stream. If you're new to the YouTube channel, it's very important to smash the likes. Go ahead and subscribe. Then hit that bell icon. Turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. Today is pod episode 1752. I'm your host, JV. Happy TGIF. It's Friday, September 6th, 2024. Market is correcting. We're down roughly $2,400 on the day. Bitcoin hovering just above 53,700 according to BitBo. But nonetheless, let's dive right in. We'll start with our market watch as we do every day. According to Coin360, we're at 53,800. Bitcoin down 4% on the day. Ether not having such a great day, down 6%, trading at 2,200. It's mind-boggling. That's like half the price of the all-time high. So Bitcoin has been outpacing Ethereum clearly. Solana, XRP, Tron, everything is currently correcting in the red, unfortunately. And checking out, wow, coinmarketcap.com, the crypto market cap is down to 1.89 trillion. We're dropping so much liquidity. It's mind-boggling. And checking out the Bitcoin market cap is barely sitting above $1 trillion. And checking out the volume, we got roughly 90 billion worth of volume past 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance on the decline, Ether dominance, major decline. I haven't seen the ETH dominance this low in I don't know how many years. Someone correct me, but 14.1%. I don't recall seeing this in many years. So this is insane. Now, checking out top 100 crypto gainers past 24 hours. We got Chop Suey. I don't know how to pronounce it. Sue or soy, whatever. It's up 6%. Helium's up 3%. Then very modest gains as the majority of the market's correcting in the red, which also you're bullish on if any. Holla at your boy. Now, crypto bubbles has been down past couple of days. Oh, it's back up. Good to see. Yeah, just so we can get a visual perspective, safe to say 90-ish% of the market in the red. And zooming out on the monthly, get a more broader perspective. Similar, maybe 80-20 in the red Rec City. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Finally, I was praying to hit extreme fear for the past few days. Why? Because I know once we hit extreme fear, we're likely to spring back like a Tesla coil. We're like Tigger, because the wonderful thing about Tigger is Tigger the wonderful thing. But anyways, we're at 22, so maybe we'll get a nice bounce. Yesterday was at 29 in fear, last week at 34, and last month at 29. So there you go. And checking out the time chain calendar, the current Bitcoin block is currently at 860,193, meaning we have roughly 189,807 blocks left to go until Bitcoin halving, scheduled to take place sometime April of 2028. You know, every roughly 10 minutes we get a new block, and you can currently get 1,860 Satoshis per US dollar. Phenomenal. Whoa, that's pretty lit, which probably means you can become a Satoshi millionaire if you have no sats right now, maybe for somewhere between $400 and $500, if someone can verify that. Let me know. Welcome everyone just joining the stream. I see we already got 400 people here. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Super show. Shout out Safe Haven. Thanks for the info. You're very welcome. All criticism should be positive. Helping people see their potential is what criticism is about. Amen. Thank this with the disclaimer. This is not financial advice. The information provided is from recent news articles for entertainment and discussion only. Always do your own research before investing in cryptocurrency. Sage advice. Thank you. And that's so true. Let's go. Solana to 0. XRP to 0. Cardano to 0. Something I saw which was pretty alarming earlier. Co-founder of XRP endorsed Harris. Wah, wah. What in the world? Must be out their mind. Discord was asking a different question, and no, you don't have the newest version. Keep working hard with Jen to make it the best it can be. Shout out Ricky Norwood, everyone. Terrible day. I think it will drop to 40. It's possible. Anything's possible. We'll see. Thanks for reminding us of the rules. Shout out to our mods, especially the Oracle. Rule number 1, you don't dox anyone in the chat. Number 2, you don't disrespect the chat. The mods are JV. And number 3, don't spam the chat. Any of these things will get you removed and banned forever for 3 lifetimes. So even if you're reincarnated, you can't come back on the stream. I'm just saying. Stress to anyone? Oh no. The more we go down, the more safe I feel. Who cares? We know we bounce back. So it's irrelevant. The short-term price action, in all honesty, it's irrelevant. It's most important to those looking to stack sats. So if you're in a position where you need more Satoshis, you should be thanking God and thank Satoshi right now. What's going on? I know things that make you go, short coin. JV, what up, my man? A shout out to the Golden Eagle. What's poppin', brother? You got like a Kung Fu name. That's like something my Kung Fu brother would have. The Golden Eagle. JV, what was my Kung Fu name back in the day? It was Jade Dragon. I started out a stone dragon. I was very rigid and stiff. And after years of progressing through the system, they upgraded my name to the Jade Dragon. I'm still Jade Dragon, FYI. Pump the likes, pump the stream. Remember, we're not like them. They not like us. Great reminder. Shout out Johnny Tone. Shout out everyone joining the stream. 60 G's. Great buying opportunity.
Kitty cat, I'm for stacking the sats.
Stack them sats.
Ain't no thing, baby, it's a chance to stack those sats. Chance to stack those bitties.
Shout out Giovanni Crispino. He put tune into JV's show. Just reposted your broski. Coach Leon, I appreciate the repost. I just followed you back. My promise to anyone who reposts the stream. And he wrote, get your Bitcoin update here. Greatly appreciate your support and just reposted your broski. Shout out to Chandy 10 Music. Attention Bitcoin lovers. JV with the crypto news. Live best daily Bitcoin pod. Join the chat live on X and YouTube by clicking here. Thank you, Chandy. Appreciate it. Just reposted you. Buy Bitcoin, thank you. Short coin, just reposted ya. Appreciate it. Let's freaking go. Reposted that one as well. Silver coin, reposted ya. We should be good to go. Let's see how many thousands people get on the stream. 422 people on the stream going once, going twice. Sold. Happy 420 to everyone in the crowd. I'm stacking stats. Yeah, I'm building my wealth. Digital gold. No need for stealth. Got it. Damn, what fun is there without that? Just kidding. What are you referring to there? Doxin is giving someone's... yeah, that's not cool. Shortcoin XRP is a stable coin pegged to the 50-cent piece. Curtis Jackson, 50 cent. By the way, Ripple Labs just unlocked another 1 billion XRP earlier this week. Womp womp. Dox is throwing out personal info, usually in a negative. Yeah, it's given personal information that could obviously cause somebody harm, such as giving someone's personal address or phone number publicly, which there's repercussions to doing that. That could be a criminal act, by the way. So be very careful. Never dox somebody, bro. But anyways, let's dive into our technical analysis and check out what's happening with the charts and where the Bitcoin price action is likely to take us next. Headline reads, Bitcoin price dips to a new 1-month low after $57,000 U.S. jobs data fake out. That's right. Here you're looking at the 1-hour chart. Bitcoin briefly snaps higher before the September 6th Wall Street open as the U.S. employment data failed to meet expectations. Look at those big red candles, unfortunately. Now, trading views showed the Bitcoin price action targeting 57 Gs before fully retracing after the U.S. trading session began. And now a new 1-month low followed, now reaching 54.9 on Bitstamp, and obviously we're much lower now. Non-farm payroll figures for August came in lower than forecasted, adding to concerns over the labor market, as McKelvin A. Pop outlines here. At the same time, a senior Fed official argued that the time had come to reduce the interest rates, with the decision to be due September 18th, so we got like 2 weeks. Quoting them here, the current restrictive stance on monetary policy has been effective in restoring the balance to the economy and bringing inflation down, according to the New York president, John Williams. He said in a speech to the Council on Foreign Relations, quoting him again, with the economy now in equipoise and inflation on path to 2%. They got inflation under control and they're 2%, sure, whatever you say, guys. It is now appropriate to dial down the degree of restrictiveness in the stance of the policy by the reducing the target range of the federal funds rate. Whatever you say, Suits, whatever you say. Estimates from the CME Group FedWatch tool after the data print showed market odds for a 25 basis point and 50 basis point rate cut becoming roughly equal at 53% and 47% respectively. Meanwhile, the US dollar strength is on its own uptick at the open, jumping of a full 0.3% as Bitcoin canceled out the macro data reaction. Commenting on the broader picture, we had Dan Crypto Trades, who shared the following. DXY, which is the US dollar currency index, remains very weak and is sitting on 101 support level. I think it is a matter of time before this breaks lower to the 99.5 level and beyond. This should generally help the risk assets. So there you have it. Now, focusing on the short-term price moves, trader Rec Capital captured frustrating conditions for the bulls, quoting the analyst here alongside the chart. Bitcoin's forming a 4-hour downtrending channel with a bullish divergence developing as well. This chart shows the RSI values increasing against declining price on the 4-hour time frame. So 4-hour chart not looking so great right now. A further post confirmed the price was continuing to reject off the diagonal trend line within the channel structure. That's why the 4-hour candle bodies above resistance are so important to confirm the next trend. Upside wicks into the above the diagonal precede rejections. So there you go. Now, breaking news, the Rumble CEO last night, he wrote this. Last night, I had the honor of meeting President of El Salvador, Bukele, to talk Rumble and Rumble Cloud. Such a beautiful country. I plan on coming back. And here's photos with Bukele, Rumble CEO, Stacy Herbert, Max Kaiser. And this is a pretty big deal because, as you know, Pavel, the CEO of Telegram, recently got arrested. And rumors or word on the street is because he didn't share backdoor access to the government to his decentralized messaging platform. And now, as a consequence, he has all these bogus alleged charges against him. So obviously Rumble is a free speech platform. They're probably going to target this guy as well. And it sounds like he may be residing over there in El Salvador where they'll protect his free speech. In fact, Max Kaiser wrote, great meeting with Chris and Rumble Video. Well, Rumble Video, again, the president. The president outlined the plan to create the Switzerland of free speech, the safe haven of free speech in El Salvador, putting El Salvador ahead of the U.S. in the First Amendment, making El Salvador the free speech capital of the world. Got to respect that. I love what Bukele is doing. He ultimately recently came out and said that anyone who comes to El Salvador will be protected. You will not be persecuted because you're speaking your mind. He's ultimately respecting free speech, something they don't really do in the United States of America. So like I said, respect to Bukele. Now check it out. Let's check out some of the charts. This is live chart action. Let's start with the 1 hour and we'll work our way backwards and go from there. This should be live and in the flesh, obviously. Let me switch the scene to make it so fresh and so clean. Here we go. Bada boom, bada bing. You can see we're currently hovering above 53.3. Many analysts, including Arthur Hayes, is suggesting we go sub 50,000 this weekend. Let me know if you think we'll go sub 50,000. Clearly on the 1 hour chart, massive red candles, 2 consecutive. Again, I'm sorry, this is the daily. Let me zoom in. I thought I was on the 1 hour. My apologies. Go to the 1 hour chart. Not looking much better. 2 big red consecutives, 3, my apologies, and it just keeps cascading down right now. Definitely not a good look. No particular targets, though. So let's zoom out a little. We'll check out the 4 hour, which we were just talking about earlier. This is a live 4 hour chart brought to you by Trading via Coinbase, and 3 consecutive red candles, 1 massive, which took us from like 56 to 53, 54 maybe, and then another one at 53, and we may be heading down to 50 to test, or potentially even 49, which is the 2-week low we recently hit. So we shall see. Not looking good. No particular targets, though, given here on the charts. And checking out the 1 day, which we pulled up earlier. Again, 2 red consecutive downward wicks. Not a good sign on the daily chart, but we do have a target at least on the daily. So let's read the target. That specific target is sitting at 47.7. So that's an area we may retest. We're roughly 6,000 away from it. So keep that in mind. Besides that, we'll check out the 1 week, which still has the bullish cup and handle target. Let's see if it drops some. Barely. Still sitting just under 125,000. And then we'll zoom out on the monthly. Take a quick little look. And the monthly shows, again, just more sideways trading action, red candle being created, obviously. But we still got a long time to go in September. But what's interesting, historically, September is known as a very corrective month. Typically, it's, I think, 4.5%. However, the first week is usually bullish. This time has been completely bearish, obviously. So maybe it'll be a little different, and the rest of September could potentially be bullish. But here's how I'm thinking. The lower we drop now, the more likely we bounce back strong. So when we enter Q4, more likely to hit 6 figures, all-time highs. You already know, but let me know your thoughts. Shout out Diana. I DCA'd what I could. Cannot pass this price. Amen. Dub Proof, big up, JV. Big up. Dub Proof, what it do? Dankness, can you send the stream? I'm going to make an audio for the book just for me. All right, nice. 21 million migrants came into our country in the last 3 years. Damn. Cat, we just got them taking over the cities of the worst. Talking to Rumble about it. Remind me, let's go. Let's go. On the daily, it looks like it may go under 50. 49.9 is the retest I am looking for. Right on Oracle. So that's a very probable scenario over this weekend. Don't look like a bullish weekend at all. We are definitely heading to 25, says Muhammad. Well, Muhammad has been calling it. We're halfway there per Bitcoin because the Saudi cousins won in there. Maybe the Saudis get what they want. We'll see. That's not a great news. Bitcoin needs trillions to reach a good price. So are you saying Bitcoin's not a good price? Because to me, Bitcoin's at a fantastic price right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like when I got started in Bitcoin, it was $1,500. So I'm like, whoa, Bitcoin's doing phenomenal. Keep in mind, February 12th, Bitcoin hit 50,000. We're still up this year. You guys have short-term memory loss or something. And I'm the one into the hippie activity. The herb ski, you feel me? Beach water, yeah, I like that metaphor. Beach ball underwater, about to pump it up. It has to bounce. With the election and the insanity of Kamala, I don't see the big gains. For the people like me who bought in the spring until January, maybe December. Yeah, I think Q4, you're going to experience some nice gains, but still hoping for October. Very possible as well. We had about 3.5 million since 2015, but Germany population density is 30 higher than in China. Big gains are any gains. I am not worried about the timing. I don't want to lose my chance for the future, so I won't sell. I'm in no hurry to do anything but buy more. A chance to stack those sats.
Baby, you never heard about me with another coin. Bitcoin.
Shout out James Cotter. I appreciate it. He wrote, keep up with the greatest news in crypto. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out Glenn Cooper. He wrote, Bitcoin News live stream from Crypto News. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out Bluebird Sun Unlimited. Bitcoin and MicroStrategy are growing up forever, he says. I hope so. I just reposted your brother, and let me make sure I'm following you. Yep, I'm following you too as well. Shout out Mark a Bitcoin. Up-to-date news on the biddy. Thank you, broski. Just reposted you as well. You guys are pretty amazing. I appreciate all the support. And I see another post from you sharing the stream. So thank you. And just reposted that as well. He wrote great information. Bitcoin ETF issuers, right on. I mean, a lot going on in the markets right now. Great time to buy. Couldn't agree with you guys more. I see we got almost 700 people already on the stream. You guys are amazing. Thank you.
My mind on my Bitcoin and my Bitcoin on my mind. 60 G's, 60 G's, buying opportunity.
You know, when we hear that doing, the price goes up. Watch, we bounce right back above 55 before the end of the stream, just saying anything's possible. We can drop just as easily as we can pump. But yeah, welcome everyone on the stream. We just finished our TA, astrology for the broskies. So now let's dive into the news. Here's the latest with Pavel's arrest. The Telegram CEO, who was recently detained, I think for like 70-something hours. They let him out, and now he just finally spoke about it. So here's the latest. Headline reads, Pavel Durov breaks silence for the first time since his arrest. What a handsome young feller, by the way. Anyways, Pavel finally broke his silence since his high-profile arrest in France in August. In a message broadcast to his Telegram channel, the tech entrepreneur said he was surprised that the French authorities arrested him. He said Telegram has an official representative in the European Union who handles all the regulatory requests and law enforcement inquiries. Durov, French citizen, stated the French authorities had multiple avenues to reach out to him without resorting to arresting him, and claimed he was a regular guest at the French consulate in Dubai. The Telegram founder added that the company is fully prepared to leave jurisdictions that are hostile to Telegram's purported mission of free speech and expression. Sounds like El Salvador may be your home, Pavel. Just saying. Quoting him here, we are prepared to leave markets that aren't compatible with our principles because we are not doing this for the money. We are driven by the intention to bring good and defend the basic rights of people, particularly in places where these rights are violated. Well said. Durov was also critical of France's decision to charge him personally rather than take an action against the company. Macron denies the arrest was political, but we know we don't believe anything that man says. Shortly after Durov's arrest, French President Macron issued a statement claiming it was not sure it wasn't political. However, the statement did little to stem the widespread international criticism of French authorities for arresting Durov. Means don't trust the French president family at all. Now, Macron reiterated France's commitment to freedom of speech. Yeah, sure, buddy. Sure. An expression would only drew sharper criticism, which calls to free Durov of the open network community and industry executives. In response to the actions of the French authorities, Rumble founder and CEO Chris Pavlovski fled Europe and cautioned others. Smart man. He just met with Bukele. That France was no longer safe for tech founders would have focused on the free speech. Once Pavlovski safely departed Europe, he issued the following statement to his followers. France has threatened Rumble. That's why we don't trust you, Macron. And now they have crossed the red line by arresting Telegram CEO Pavel, reportedly for not censoring speech. Whoa. It couldn't be any more clear. The Rumble CEO concluded by empathetically stating that Rumble would use all available means to combat these censorship efforts and protect the universal human right to freedom of speech, our First Amendment, fam. And in addition to holding a French passport, Telegram CEO Pavel is also a citizen of Russia and the United Arab Emirates. Amid the ongoing judicial investigation in France, he declined diplomatic assistance from both Russia and the UAE. The American news organization Politico reported September 5th, quoting them here, the person concerned refused Russian consular protection and the Emirati consular visit, but agreed that the Emirati embassy be kept up to date on his situation, a French government official reported. Now, there you go, yo. Obviously, I don't trust these mofos. I stand with Pavel. I don't think any of these heinous crimes or allegations against him have any truth. I wouldn't know. I'm not his friend or anything. I'm just saying, though, based on what I see, it looks like an attack on free speech, so I would not be surprised. So I think that's very smart of the Rumble CEO to go to El Salvador, and I think it'd be very smart for Pavel to go to El Salvador, protect the free speech, because Bukele is going to stand for your free speech. I don't think many other countries are going to do that. You know what I mean? This is why JV is streaming on the Rumble. It is the last place for freedom of speech. That's right. We're on X, we're on Rumble, and we're on YouTube. There's a reason we're no longer only on YouTube. You know what I mean? 100%. I do not trust CPI. Correct. You don't trust nothing from the suits. Nothing. Zero. Nada. Zilch. I spent $9 on a 6-inch vegetarian sandwich with a tiny bag of 20 chips yesterday at Subway. I don't know how people are making it. That's like yesterday, my lunch at the mall, not in a restaurant, the food court, the cheap spot. Just saying. Just happened to be the food court. I got 3 sushi rolls, a boba drink with those, things in them my daughter likes. And I think a little side thing of chicken she liked from the Asian spot. $50. So a little lunch, a little tiny lunch at the food court. Not service, not sitting down at a restaurant. But so yeah, I mean, it's insane inflation. So the cheap places are $50 to have lunch for 2. And I'm with a 10-year-old. Can't make this ish up. So yeah, things are getting wild. Things are wild. Russia, France, Brazil, all the same club. They've been lying about the jobs numbers since Biden got into office. It shouldn't affect the markets this much. I think something else is happening. JV banned Lauren Chen. I didn't ban anybody. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, YouTube. Oh, thank you. I thought you said JV. It said YouTube. Sucks. I don't know Lauren Chen. Is that Laura, the infamous Michael Saylor Laura? It's going up forever, Laura. Let me know.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm number 1. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? The point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura.
So yeah, let me know if that was the Laura. And that's a good point, Chandy. A lot fancier than 2 pieces of... Yeah, Subway gives you like 1 pickle. I completely understand. I'll be like, extra tomatoes. And it's like 2 slices of tomato. Come on now. They're like, we got to charge you extra for that slice of tomato. Welcome to Subway. How can I help you, sir? JV, I paid $9 for coffee and a scone. Damn. Yeah, I mean, well, Starbucks, that could be $20. Like a coffee's $10. And a scone, if I'm pronouncing that pastry right, could be $1 million. 20 Bitcoins. You can get yourself one of those scones with a coffee. With ice in it. You like the iced coffee? It's hot out here. They give you less and you pay more. Oh, 100%. They lie. They seem to be hiding. It's a great depression. I mean, it's insane. Inflation, you guys don't need to be reminded. It's insane right now. It's so sad. But anyways, let's keep the show moving. Next story of the day. Welcome everyone just joining the stream. Let's discuss this USA election. Headline here reads, advocates call for crypto to be discussed at the U.S. presidential debate. Hopefully it is. I mean, it should be. I mean, that clearly is what separates Trump from the obvious. With 4 days until a debate between presidential candidates, Harris and Trump, in what can be described by many as the most tumultuous election. Industry advocates are looking for the clarification of the crypto from the party nominees. September 5th, crypto advocacy group Chamber of Progress sent a letter to ABC's news journalists Lindsay Davis and David Murr, calling the pair to raise the topic of digital assets at the next United States presidential debate. Him and Davis will moderate what could be the first and only debate between, that's crazy, only one debate, between President Harris and Trump. Well, what happened when Trump had his last debate against Biden? Biden dropped out. He lost so bad. So hopefully we see something similar here. Quoting them here, voters deserve to know where the nominees stand on crypto before they head to the ballot box in November, said Chamber of Congress. Tell them. The group cited lack of clarity from both presidential candidates. Though Trump has made digital assets a central part of his 2024 campaign, Chamber of Progress pointed out that voters may need clarification on why the Republican nominee reversed his previous position on crypto. Now let's discuss the track record, In 2021, after being voted out of office, Trump referred to Bitcoin as a scam and said that cryptos were potentially a disaster just waiting to happen. Only after he announced his re-election bid in 2022, he begin reversing his stance on crypto and blockchain, as they all do, by launching NFT collections, having his campaign accept digital assets, and even spoke as the keynote speaker at Nashville conference for the Bitcoin, event. Let me know if you were there. Harris, in contrast, has had far less time to develop a campaign strategy for U.S. President Joe Biden. When he dropped out of the race in July, Democratic nominee has not officially made crypto a part of her economic agenda. Well, because she's an enemy of Bitcoin, just like Gary and the rest of the Democratic Party. Just point out the obvious. But a senior campaign advisor said in August that she would support policies for the industry growth. You and I both know she's full of ish. Just pointing out the obvious. Both candidates should shed more light on their positions and explain how we can nurture digital assets while also providing the greater consumer protections, said the Chamber of Progress. A crypto question at September's debate could bring the voters some much needed clarity on this important issue. Now, personally, I hope they bring up Bitcoin and Trump gets to speak his stance about maybe reiterating what he already announced in Nashville, making Bitcoin a mining hub here in America, stockpiling the Bitcoin, not selling anything we have, and continuing to stack the sats, firing Gary Gensler on day one, freeing Ross Ulbricht. I think if he says these words, what's Kamala going to say? Oh, we'll do the same. Yeah, sure you will, lady. Sure you will. Whatever you say. His sons are teaching about Bitcoin and crypto in general. Now he has RFK Jr. and Vivek teaching him too. That is right. Now, I read an article I shared in the pod a few days ago. Do you know Trump was orange-pilled in Guaynabo, Puerto Rico? That's right. It wasn't Vivek. It wasn't all these other guys there was rumors about. It was right here in Puerto Rico, probably within 10 minutes from where I live. Kind of crazy to think about that. So he did get orange-pilled in Puerto Rico by a woman, Bitcoin miner, who's the head of a company. The guy who threw the event in Nashville, I forget the guy's name, but the CEO of Bitcoin Magazine was also here orange-pilling Trump. And there was another woman. I found that interesting because I didn't know. Everyone's like, it was Vivek. Apparently not, according to the article. And I think it was a mainstream article as well. And obviously the guy who ran the event, who was in conversations with the Trump team, would know more than anyone else. He hosted the event. Again, Bitcoin Magazine CEO. I think his name's David or something. I forget, though, because I don't know him personally. But anyways, not that I'm any better at doing this, but can we keep the conversational comments on? Yeah. So keep this family friendly, just as a respect for people with their kids. I have a daughter. I know many of you have kids that like to watch the show. So we keep the YouTube version kid-friendly, family-friendly. We don't really use cuss words and things like that. However, when the YouTube stream ends, that's when we continue with the uncensored version of the pod. And that's when I encourage you guys to ask me questions that whatever may be inappropriate for children or maybe controversial, could be conspiracies. I don't care. Ask me anything you like, and we'll address them later. That's the fun of the show. If you're having fun, follow the CNA on the Rumble. Yes, again, we're live on Rumble, YouTube, and X right now. We're going to be streaming at least for the next hour and a half. Already 800 people on the stream. A great buying opportunity at 58 or 53 Gs. We may drop all the way down to 49 here shortly. Looks like we're about to do a recess show. So, anyways, but yeah, let me check X one more, and we'll continue with the news.
Coin, but I don't sweat it because it's just pathetic to let it get me involved in that sell on the dip crowd, sell on the dip crowd, dip sell, dope sell, no sell, no I won't Bitcoin sell. I'm no sellout. Bitcoin, Roger out.
Anyways, Let's continue. Next story, let's dive deeper into a Trump bump. This headline reads, Trump vows to make U.S. world capital of crypto and taps Musk for a new task force. That's right. That's the word on the street. U.S. presidential candidate and former President Trump reiterated his support for crypto and endorsed tech billionaire Elon to head a new government task force. Speaking with Economic Club of New York, September 5th, Trump restated his support for the digital asset industry. Trump said that if elected, he will eliminate a minimum of 10 old regulations just for one new regulation, before adding the following, quoting him here. Instead of attacking industries of the future, we will embrace them, including making America the world capital of crypto and Bitcoin. No man left behind. Trump went on to thank Tesla CEO Elon for his endorsing, adding, and he's been very active, Elon, by the way, like dissing Harris and up in Trump. I don't know if you're following him. I find it pretty cool. I will create a government efficiency commission tasked with conducting a complete financial and performance audit of the entire federal government. Let's go. Put it on the blockchain. Making recommendations for drastic reforms. We need to do it and can't go on the way we are now. And Elon echoed the sentiment on a post on X, September 6th, earlier today, saying this is badly needed and this would unlock tremendous prosperity for America. I mean, so what team are you on? Team Trump, Elon, RFK Jr., or Team Harris and Biden? I mean, come on now. It's a no-brainer. Musk agreed to head the task force if he has the time. Trump continues stating he would be good for the job. Elon, he says, because he is not very busy, has agreed to, he's not doing nothing. You know what I mean? Plenty of spare time. Has agreed to head the task force. If he has the time, he's a good one to do it, and he has agreed to do it. Well, there you go. Done deal. I look forward to serving America. If the opportunity arises, no pay, no title, no recognition is needed. Respect. Now, Russian-American computer scientist and podcaster Lex Friedman shared recently, I think when he just interviewed Trump. I hope that whoever wins, Harris or Trump, they'll take you up on your offer to help increase government efficiency. Now, one of the first jobs of the new commission would be the development of an action plan to totally eliminate fraud and improper payments within 6 months. Quoting him here, this will save trillions of dollars for the same service you have now. Trillions of dollars are wasted and nobody knows where it went. Facts. Well, it's called money laundering. That's what they do best. According to the U.S. government, allegedly, according to the U.S. Government Accountability Office, the Fed agencies made an estimated $236 billion in improper payments in 2023, and cumulative federal improper payment estimates have totaled about $2.7 trillion since 2003. Trump has rebranded himself as a pro-crypto candidate during this campaign as he angles for a growing base of crypto voters. I hear there's roughly 50 million of us. Not too shabby out of a population of roughly 350 million. Now, Telegraph reported that with Trump's family DeFi project, about which is very known at the moment, wants to spread the use of the dollar-pegged stablecoins and decentralized finance. So there you have it, yo. Let me know your thoughts and who will win this presidency. Let me know your thoughts. And how do you think it'll impact the overall crypto market as a result? Holla at your boy. Not that I am any better at doing this, but can we keep the controversial comments? Exactly. Appreciate that heads up there. Sup, fam? I'm ready for the weekend. Send it. The weekend is here. TGIF. Let's go. Welcome everyone joining the stream.
It's red panty night when you sign to find me, eh? Back at home with your wife.
It's a celebration. It's orange panty night. Stacking the biddy like this. Just saying. Shout out Chandy again. Appreciate the repost on James's post. She wrote, stay informed while being entertained. JV is the answer. Fun, informative, consistent, and trustworthy. Greatly appreciate you, Chandy. Your best daily source. Thank you for reposting Bluebird. And I love when you guys repost each other's stuff, then I get to repost it. It's called the Circle of Life. It's called Paying It Forward. Much appreciated. Thank you, James, Glenn, the rest of the fam. We already got close to 900 people on the stream. Going to be streaming at least for the next hour, 20 minutes. So please, family, share the stream. You'll notice it pinned at the very top of the profile. We're going to continue here with the news. Welcome, Casey. Welcome, Heidi. Hello. Says, love you all. We love you too, Heidi. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get it. Kid-friendly Conor McGregor. Well, I didn't put the bad part. He just said, back at you, home with your wife. Totally kid-friendly. Well, kid doesn't have a wife. Anyways, I might have to get SBA loan to start a mining company. Word. Interesting, in South Carolina. How's electricity there? Is it reasonable like on the spectrum compared to the other states? I would assume Hawaii is probably like the highest. And what's the lowest? I don't know. It's a good question, actually, for the United States. Definitely not Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is probably up there with Hawaii. Electricity is insane. That's why everyone has solar. Hey, JV, shout out P. What it do, broski? Welcome, everyone just joining us. Shall we go pee? Cheers. Cheers to that. The more I drink of this, the more likely I am to do just that. Good stuff. Anyways, K-Jam in the building. Deuces. Welcome, brother. Let's continue with the news. Okay, we discussed the Trump pump. Now let's discuss this Japan stablecoin. Headline here reads, Japan's major bank backed new stablecoin project for the global trade. That's right, yo. Data Chain, the blockchain startup, focused on interoperability, announced the launch of Project PAX, a stablecoin platform to facilitate the cross-border business settlements. According to the September 5th official post, Japan's three largest banks, Mitsubishi, UFJ Bank, Sumitomo Mitsui Banking Corporation, and Misho Bank are backing this initiative. The project is a collaboration between blockchain companies like DataChain, Progmat, and Toki, with expectations of global participation from financial institutions. Now, I was watching a Dragon Ball Z movie the other day, and the creator said Satoshi. So the creator of the film, his name was Satoshi. So I wonder, any relation to Nakamoto? There's multiple Satoshis out there. Wild. In fact, there's also a Japanese resident by the name of Satoshi Nakamoto. I've shared that quite a few times, but I digress. The 182 trillion global cross-border payments market faces substantial inefficiencies in speed, accessibility, and cost, despite remaining a primary focus for the financial institutions. And according to the Post, the G20 identified these inefficiencies alongside the need for significant improvements to transparency, quoting them here. In this market, Progmat and DataChain aim to leverage stablecoins to enable fast, cost-effective, and 24/7 operational cross-border transfers. Project PAX aims to address the inefficiencies highlighted by the G20 by integrating stables into the international business settlement process. The initiative seeks to change the limited adoption of fiat-pegged cryptos for traditional business operations by using stables as an enterprise payment tool. And according to the Post, the stablecoin platform will utilize Swift's existing API framework for banks to instruct Progmat to settle on the blockchain. Quoting them again, this addresses AML and CFT regulatory compliance and operational setup challenges, while also considering the difficulty businesses face in using wallets, enabling financial institutions to avoid operational redundancy with fiat money transfers to minimize the investment costs. Meanwhile, the Bank of Japan rate hike topples the biddy. That's right. As of September 3rd, Bitcoin price fallen 6.5% with no sign of slowing. And in fact, we're still correcting. It looks like we may be testing the local bottom of 49, which we tapped a couple of weeks back. Now, in a document issued by the government panel, Bank of Japan Governor Kazuo Ueda stated that the central bank's policy decision in July indicating the regulator will continue to hike the interest rates. The statement prompted traders with a Stark, talking about John Starks. Remember New York Knicks point guard back in the day? How old am I? I just dated myself. Or should I say Tony Starks? Superhero. Anyways, when the benchmark rise saw the unwinding of the Japanese yen carry trades more recently, which crashed the markets, the destabilization of risk assets, like the biddy. So there you go, yo. Welcome everyone just joining the stream. What's popping? What's new? What's good in the hood? Ashley, Bitcoin may go down today. Damn, we're about to hit 52. But fiat paper money goes down forever. That's right. It goes down the toilet with the rest of the toilet paper. Tony Starks. That's right. Iron Man. You already know Adam. In fact, maybe Adam is Iron Man. I don't know. I can't verify it. I need proof of work at this point. Anyways, welcome everyone. Casey, what's poppin'? Welcome everyone joining the stream. I see we got roughly 900 people here. We're testing 53,000. We're dropping hardcore. Bitcoin down 3,000 on the day. On the day. Pretty wild. But at the same time, all good in the hood. If you're in this for the long haul, it's irrelevant, the short-term price action, because you can't lose what you don't sell. And if you're down in your position, it's considered an unrealized loss. And as long as you don't realize that unrealized loss, there's no loss. And eventually Bitcoin will do its thing and all will be good in the hood. Is Lauren Chen correct name, or Laura Chen? I just say it's going up forever, Laura. That's what I know her as, if that's who we're referring to. I never really watched her channel. I just know that clip, so I don't really know her. M2 says BTD by the dip. BTFD by the frickin' dip is more like it. Sitting here in my GIMP suit. GIMP suit? Casey, what's going on over here? Currently, coffee prices rise faster than the biddy. Who dislocated their shoulder? Smash the like and dislocate your shoulder. Oh, I see. Yes, please do smash the likes. It's appreciated. My options got what? If you're losing, you're doing it wrong. Exactly. You should be stacking a sat. Bigger picture, increase your position, stack more sats, count your blessings. If your Bitcoin numbers of sats are going up, you're a winner. That's all you got to be concerned about, not the short-term price action volatility. We know extreme volatility is to be expected. We could potentially tap 42 and drop another 10,000 and then soar to a new all-time high within 48 hours. I'm just saying that's not going to happen. It can. Anything can happen. Not investment advice, but I'm just telling you, expect extreme volatility. It's a natural phenomena, especially post-halving like this. Anyone notice how much olives went up? Everything went up. It's going up forever, Laura. Inflation is going up forever, Laura. Bitcoin is going up forever, Laura. It's all going up. Why is Bitcoin so much following NVIDIA? More expansion, retention, extending the shakeout? Maybe. NVIDIA lost a lot. I know some of the insider traders dumped their positions, like allegedly, Nancy Pelosi and the rest of them. The Oracle, technically, I'm down because I bought when I found out 56 to 70 throughout the buys. But it's not a loss. I'm temporarily down, but this is not a short game. Yeah, I remind people, Bitcoin was 169 and dropped to like, I don't know, where were we? 16, 18,000. And then within a couple of weeks, at some point, it shot right back up. Consider that a blessing when you seize the moment. You know what I mean? DCA per dollar cost averaging is when you buy consistently, especially on the dips. It helps to smooth the price over the time. 100%. So anyways, now for our feature story of the day. U.S. companies forecast to buy $10.3 billion worth of Bitcoin over the next 18 months, according to this latest report. Let's break it down. Subheadline says the report claimed a cash treasury supplemented with a 3% allocation to Bitcoin would have shielded companies from inflation since 2020. That's just with a 3% allocation. And speaking of 3, my favorite number besides 11, Allen Iverson jersey. I love the 3. But anyways, a new report from River, a Bitcoin technology and financial services firm, forecasted that some of the companies in the United States will increase their exposure to the Bitcoin over the next 18 months. And according to the report, an estimated 10% of the U.S.-based companies will likely convert 1.5% of their treasury reserves, or approximately $10.35 billion to Bitcoin over the next year and a half. And according to this chart from River, forecasting the Bitcoin holdings by 2026, you can clearly see the current level, 683,000. That could go as high as 943,000 and maybe as low as 786,000 in the next 200 to 500 plus days. Analysts for River also point out traditional corporate treasury strategies rely on cash and other short-term cash equivalents, which are poor stores of value. What do we call them, folks? River analysis asserted these investments can generate modest returns near the federal funds rate, currently over 5%. However, even these short-term investments often fail to outperform inflation, diminishing the value of a treasury. The report noted that this inflationary erosion also caused Apple, now a $1 trillion company, to lose $15 billion of its treasury holdings over the last decade. Now, meanwhile, MicroStrategy's corporate treasury strategy, let's break it down. The analyst forecast points to the growing adoption of the corporate treasury strategy popularized by MicroStrategy founder, that's right, the Giga Chad, Mikey Saylor. In June 2024, MicroStrategy completed an additional $800 million debt sale of senior convertible notes at 2.25% with a maturation date of 2032. MicroStrategy used the funds from the corporate debt to purchase an additional 11,931 BTC. Saylor characterized Bitcoin as an asset that guarantees economic immortality. I have to repeat it because it's so sexy to hear it. Saylor has characterized Bitcoin as an asset that guarantees economic immortality. Economic immortality. That's what you get with Bitcoin, family. To corporations and businesses, due to its capped supply and lack of the counterparty risks inherent in other stores of value, such as real estate or equities. And here you see the MicroStrategy and Tether Bitcoin accumulation. This chart, MicroStrategy's second quarter earnings report revealed it currently holds 226,500 biddies, valued at approximately $14.7 billion. Saylor's Bitcoin treasury strategy caused MicroStrategy significantly to outperform Warren Buffett's investment company. Take that, Mr. Rat Poison Squared. Who's the rat poison now? Berkshire Hathaway. Since the Bitcoin treasury strategy was adopted, MicroStrategy has risen over 1,000%. In fact, MicroStrategy has been outpacing Bitcoin. Comparatively, shares of Berkshire only rose 104%. So there you go. MicroStrategy is 10x that of the Warren Buffett Rat Poison Square guy from Omaha. You okay, little nippinator? Now, Buffett has declined to add Bitcoin to his portfolio or recommend the store value as a hedge against fiat inflation. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe because he has all the fiat monopoly money and he don't want to give up the monopoly money, right? Shout out to the Nippinator. He says hello. Show Nippy some love, the one and only. If you can repost the stream for Nip, it's greatly appreciated. Smash the like, subscribe, specifically for the Nip. Show the Nip some love. Thank you. Appreciate it. Tampon Tim. Oh, maybe that's the next jam. We did Jamie Tapeworm, maybe Tampon Tim. But no, that's probably going to get her double shadow banned. So probably a bad idea. Delusional. What up, Hornets? As a Libra, the October... What's delusional, by the way, bro? You got to tell us what you're talking about. As a Libra, and October being my favorite month, I'm doing the best to manifest at least 79,000 for October and confident 100,000 minimum December, January. If Trump wins, I can't figure that to think. I hope you're right. KJM, you are here. Welcome. You post the link. I can repost. Supply the exchange is very low. Word up. Well, anyways, fam, welcome to the Q&A segment of the live stream. I've been streaming. About an hour ago, we started. We're going to stream for another hour. So spread the word. Hide your kids, hide your wives. Soon we're about to enter the uncensored version of the pod. And I'll let you know, though, before we do so. Shout out Alan Dragels. I just reposted you, brother. Appreciate the repost. You put Happy Friday. And I'm following you back as well. Shout out Guido. It's a buying opportunity. Amen, Guido. Just reposted you back, brother. Shout out for welcome. Here is an indirect shill. Sorry, JV, but I just like your community. If you see it, buy it, hodl it. Everything else is dumping, but we're pumping, and I like you and your community. Well, respect. I read your comment out loud. I hearted it. But yeah, I'm not going to repost the indirect shill or a direct shill. But I didn't see you shill anything, so I don't really understand your comment. Typically, if someone says, here's an indirect shill, there'd be something you're promoting. But I didn't see anything you're promoting in your comment, just FYI. So help me understand what you're saying. Otella, the rest of you guys, welcome everyone just joining the stream. What's popping? Another great show. Thank you, Ricky. Glad you're enjoying it. JV, Bitcoin, purest freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. That's right. But here's what we're going to do. Let's start the uncensored version pod already. So if you're on YouTube, I think there's 150 of you. Head on over to Rumble right now. I command you. That's right. It's one of the 10 Bitcoin commandments. Thou shalt head on over to Rumble after the YouTube stream of CNA ends. So go ahead and do so right now. It's rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net. We already have 1,000 people on the stream. You guys are amazing. Let's see if we can get 2,000 on before the end of the stream. We're going to continue right now with the uncensored version of the pod, exclusive on X and Rumble. So if you're one of the 150 on YouTube right now, head to rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net. Again, rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net. See you there. Bada boom, bada bing. So yeah, we'll switch out the chat here in a moment.